San Miguel Beermen claiming that fourth seed while eliminating the Alaska Aces from playoff contention in the PBA Philippine Cup. The Beermen managed to beat the Aces by a point, 101-100, thanks to the late-game heroics of Super Marcio Lassiter. A back-and-forth match here between the two teams as Alaska fought for their survival in the race to the quarterfinals. Abu Tratter was almost the man of the moment as he put the Aces up by 2 with 19 seconds left on the clock. But Lassiter stole the spotlight here by nailing the go-ahead three-pointer for San Miguel with 3 ticks to go. CJ Perez led the Beermen in scoring with 20 points. Chris Ross and Junmar Fajardo tallied 17 apiece. The Kraken also grabbed 10 rebounds and dished out 6 assists. Was that play drawn up? Well, let's find out. Joining us right now to go all out on this story is San Miguel head coach Leo Austria. Coach Leo, good morning. Welcome back to Sports Desk.
Good morning, Andre, and thank you for having me on.
No, thank you for agreeing. Buti sinagot mo. Akala ko busy ka this morning. Coach, unang-una, congratulations, by the way, on that amazing win yesterday. Take us through that final play, yung kay Marcio Lassiter. Was it, kumbaga, dinrop mo ba yun? Was it coming off, kasi coming off a timeout yun eh. So, yung ba talaga yung design play mo? Kwento mo sa amin. Kasi parang kay Junmar muna, isolate, tas kick out, tas umikot yung bola eh. Go ahead, Coach.
The play was designed for Junmar because we know na they will try to double Junmar because what we want to have a 2 points only to get an overtime. But we all know that Junmar will be doubled, and he found out that Chris Ross is open, and then Chris Ross is not keen on taking the 3-point shot, and there is still time, and he drove to the lane. And then, but he was covered and kicked it out to CJ Perez. But CJ, it's a good decision for him because he know na Marcio is a better shooter. So he's wide open and he kicked it out to the corner, and that's it. And it's a 3-point shot happened on the time. We all know na si Junmar talagang makaka-create ng opening for his teammate.
Yan ang kaya believe ako sa iyo eh. Kasi alam na alam mo yung materials mo, and once you have, of course, you have a Junmar Fajardo there, sabi mo nga, he will draw that attention. And dami mong materials, and daming pwedeng, and a lot of players here, si Arwin can take that shot as well. Si Chris Ross nga, and then extra pass si CJ Perez also to find him open Marcio Lassiter for that 3 on the corner. It was a close call though, Coach. Muntikan pa kayo kahapon. Aminin na natin. Saan ba kayo nahirapan dun sa Alaska, Coach, kahapon?
Well, kung may advantage kami sa big man, may advantage din sila sa big man because of, alam naman natin, Junmar is not really 100% physically and mentally. Alam naman natin mga pinagdadaanan niya. And what I've sensed, during that game, they're trying to attack Junmar is either on isolation or on a pick and roll. And credit to Alaska's coaching staff because they notice and nakita nila yung weakness namin. But I think in the future games, we will try to address this to our team so that we cannot suffer on that kind of offensive power opponent.
Coach, San Miguel has pretty much been up and down. I was talking to Juan Banal the other day, our analyst, and sabi ko nga, hindi nyo makuha yung momentum. Kumbaga, mananalo kayo, matatalo kayo, mananalo kayo, matatalo kayo. Not just here against Alaska, but yung entire conference nga. Pero ikaw, Coach Leo, how would you assess how your team performed nitong elimination round, considering na you had to deal with injuries, yung pagka-absent si Alex Cabagnot, and then yun nga, nawala din si Terence Romeo?
Many things had happened after our 3 consecutive wins. We thought na we have the momentum, but unfortunately something happened in Metro Manila. Nagkaroon ng lockdown, so na-disrupt yung namin yung momentum namin And then going to the bubble, many things had happened also here, and then maraming postponement due to health protocols ng team ng bawat and we're lucky because the team is really talagang taking care of ourselves but some of the teams kailangan namin sundin because what is paramount is the safety of everyone. And before going to Pampanga, we all know that in our last game, last July 28, Alex Cabagnot suffered a minor injury. Hindi pa siya nakaka-recover hanggang ngayon, and we're hoping na maybe this weekend makakabalik na siya dito. And then and after our last game, on our first game here, against I think that's Phoenix,
Phoenix, yeah.
Si Terence Romania, who's playing really well, and nagkaroon na naman ng injury. And then maybe that's those things really give us some hard time to be consistent, because we all know that Alex and Terence is a main man of the team also, and they could help a lot. And right now we're experiencing some difficulties because of the lack of because of the loss of these two guys. But hopefully maybe next week or this weekend makumpleto na rin kami.
This week or next week, sabi mo nga coach, si Alex Cabagnot this weekend sana makasali na siya sa inyo. Si Terence naman po, sabi niyo ba by quarters ba or semis, kailan po ina-expect na makakabalik tong si Terence Romeo sa inyo?
What I've heard yesterday and with our manager Coach G, because nagkausap sila, and sabi niya sure in the semifinals he will be with us, but we're not thinking yet of the semifinals. We're thinking of our next series against we don't know yet if it is against Northport or Rain or Shine, because we will wait for the result of the game of Northport. If Northport wins tonight, they will be our opponent. If they lose, so it will be against Rain or Shine.
Coach, kayo nga yung 4th seed ngayon. Ibig sabihin po, best of 3 yung quarterfinals nyo. Ano po yung mga magiging, kumbaga, biggest concerns nyo? Like what you said, you still don't know if it's Northport or Rain or Shine. Pero heading into the playoffs and facing possibly Rain or Shine, possibly Northport, what will be your biggest concerns, Coach Leo?
Yeah, preparation, because we're really concerned because most of the time we're winning because of our preparation. But there's only 1 or 2 days before our series will start. So that's my concern. And regarding the conditioning, so a little bit problem because we play hard in the last 3 games namin, and then we need a lot of rest. But at the same time, we need to prepare. So as much as possible, we give them ample time to recover and to recharge. But it's not only ourselves ang problema namin. Our opponent is really working hard. And we all know that every team in this liga are really competitive. Lahat nag-step up yan. Kaya mahirap. It's not easy, harder in this quarterfinal. Dahil sabi ko nga, makakalaban namin Northport. When we beat Northport, we beat them in last shot with Arwin Santos, and against Rain or Shine, we lost them in the last possession also. And that's the beauty of the league today. Everybody's we're so competitive.
Actually, tama ka, Coach. Ang saya panoorin na itong Philippine Cup this season. Ang ganda. And dami mga, kumbaga, lahat nga. Hindi mo malaman kung, kumbaga, all the teams could be a championship contender in this conference. Coach, diyan ka muna. Inom ka muna tubig, ha? Pahinga muna. Coach Leo Austria. Salamat din, Coach. Coach Leo Austria will still be with us after this really quick break. You're watching Sports Desk only here on CNN Philippines, where we go all out for the day's top sports stories. Stay tuned. Still have with us today, San Miguel Beermen head coach Leo Austria. Coach, nakainom ka na ng tubig?
Yeah. Hot tea.
Oh, yung hot tea. Sarap naman yan. Coach, I mentioned earlier, I was speaking to basketball analyst Juan Manal earlier this week, and he said, isa sa mga keys para daw sa inyo for the playoffs is none other than the Kraken, si Junmar Fajardo. And sabi ni Juan, kailangan mo na daw i-release. Release the Kraken. And last night, Junmar seemed to be back to doing Junmar things. 17 points, 10 rebounds. Dinagdagan niya pa ng 6 assists. Sabi mo nga, hindi pa siya 100%. Pero your thoughts, Coach Leo, on Junmar, do you believe, kumbaga, he's on his way dun sa pagiging, the Junmar of old, that dominant, the unstoppable force na Junmar Fajardo?
For me, he's still not that far doon sa kanyang old forms. But we're trying our best na to get back to his usual things na ginagawa sa game. But it's not that easy because alam naman natin ang situation ngayon. We're far from home and what the incident on Junmar's family. So alam natin yun eh. But I'm happy for him because after a few days dito sa bubble namin, nakita namin na tumatawa siya at tumatawa na, nakikipag-mingle with the team, and slowly getting back to his old form. But I'm still thinking of how to help him. And not only him naman the whole team because the whole team is really trying to help him and that's why we're so happy last night nanalo kami, nagkaroon ng pabaon patungo sa quarterfinals. It give us some confidence and that last play we've got last night so that's something na we want to have because quarterfinals alam naman natin na it will be a hard game for everybody. For everyone because they're preparing hard because this is a special tournament, especially if you're away from home. So all you have to do is to be rewarded with your effort and sacrifices.
Yeah, nabanggit mo nga, Coach. That's, kumbaga, to end the elimination round with a win is always great. You get momentum heading into the playoffs. Coach CJ Perez was also outstanding last night against Alaska. 20 points para kay CJ. And yun nga, he made that crucial pass to Marcio. Ang ganda nung ikot ng bola, that last play. And when he noticed Marcio was free at the corner for that game-winning three. And now, heading into the playoffs, first time ni CJ Perez dito sa PBA na mag-playoffs. Talk about yung, kumbaga, yung value and importance of having a CJ Perez in this conference, Coach.
Well, it's very important to have him in our team because he's provided a lot of energy, a lot of firepower, and I'm happy for him last night dahil sinabi niya talagang yung decision making niya with his pass to Marcio at the corner, yun ang naging advantage, nagpapanalo sa amin. And sinasabi niya na talagang he's still trying his best na to adapt the system of our team, the culture of the team, dahil nakita niya na ibang-iba yung ginagawa nila sa former team niya. And with this team, sabi niya, especially in the crunch time or crucial stage of the game, ang nakikita niya, kalmadong-kalmado daw yung team, kailangan na ma-execute. And sabi ko sa kanya, execution is very important. And maybe because of the experience of this team, so when it comes to that kind of situation, alam na nila ang gagawin But having him, talagang malaking tulong siya sa team namin dahil kailangan namin yung isang player ng katulad ng style niya.
And nabanggit nga ni CJ, I remember nung nakausap ko siya, Coach, sabi niya very supportive ka nga daw yung coaching staff. And even the veteran players, sina Arwen, sina Marcio, sina Alex, sina Chris. And talagang sabi, just player game, just kumbaga relax ka lang. And yun yung maganda dyan sa San Miguel kahit may bagong player na alam naman natin ang caliber ni CJ Perez pero very supportive kahit yung mga veterano. Coach, yung makakaharap nyo nga, nabanggit natin kanina, rain or shine or Northport, well, depende yan sa magiging resulta ng laro mamaya ng Batang Pierre. And these two teams are really banking on some of their younger guys this season. Sa rain or shine, nandiyan sina Ray ng Batak, who nailed that game winner earlier this season. Tapos JV Mocon has been really playing great this conference. Tapos yung mga rookies nila, sina Karakot, sina Asistio. And then for Northport, nandun sina Robert Bolick. Of course, Jamie Malonzo also playing great there. Troy Reich. And ang dami, maraming mga, kumbaga, young players stepping up for these two teams. Pero ikaw ba, Coach, dahil yun nga, bata sila, boost of confidence ba para sa inyo yun na, kumbaga, facing Northport or rain or shine, mas may experience talagang San Miguel Beer pagdating dito sa Philippine Cup?
Yeah, for me, the series is not an easy hurdle to, it's not an easy series to hurdle. Dahil alam naman natin na these two teams is composed of young players which is really competitive. Yung iba nga rookie nga pero ang nilalaro nila parang veterano na sila. And regarding the Northport, that team is really dangerous because slowly nakikita ko si Greg Slaughter is dahan-dahan siyang nakukuha na niya yung chemistry ng team. And with Jamie Malonzo, he's really gaining a lot of confidence. And playing really well, and with the inclusion of Sean Anthony in the lineup, because before nagkaroon siya ng mga injuries, andyan siya, and then they're very hungry for a win. That's why it's really hard to beat this team. And also, rain or shine, alam naman natin, tinalo nila kami last game. And yun ang momentum na gusto nilang makuha. Nagkaroon sila ng kumpiyansa. But we will try to look at what their strength and weaknesses. Dahil sabi ko nga kanina, preparation is very important against any of these two teams.
Yep.
Dahil equally competitive ito. And then makikita mo because of the energy they're displaying, it helps a lot for their coach. And alam nila yun But sabi mo nga kanina, with the experience, I think we need to have a lot of hard work for us to gain that experience of us.
Coach, nabanggit mo both teams are competitive. Pero ikaw, I'll put you in the spot here. May preferable na matchup pa para sa'yo? Rain or Shine or Northport?
Kung maaari lang, sana yung Blackwater. No. I'm just, Okay. Sabi ko nga, mahirap mamili ng kalaban Dahil alam mo natin, pagka namimili ka ng kalaban, yun ang pumapatay sa'yo.
Sa bagay. Baka lang.
Ang gagawin lang namin we will try to look at their games tonight. Baka yun ang possible na mga kalaban namin. And the next time yung laro namin against rain or shine, dahil kailangan toro pag-aaral dito dahil mahirap kalaban itong dalawang team na to
Coach, down the road, ano yung magiging susi para sa San Miguel Beer para makuha nyo ulit yung All-Filipino crown? Kasi baka nakakalimutan ng mga fans na kayo yung dating 5-time All-Filipino Cup champions Anong kailangan yung gawin, Coach?
Kailangan isipin nila yung pagiging gutom na naman. At dahil alam mo, pagka busog na busog ang mga player, nagpapahinga yan Pero ngayon I think parang gutom sila Alam nila ang nangyari no last two conferences, yung last bubble, at talagang pinahirapan kami dahil mahirap sabihin naman na lack of personal kami, especially we don't have Junmar. Now we have Junmar, and then we have a healthy players, and with CJ Perez, everybody expecting us to have a good result. But as I said, talagang mahirap dahil kung kami nag-build up, ang mas grabe yung yung build up ng ibang team dahil at least meron 2 or 3 players na bago sa kanila na talagang potential superstar player. But sabi mo nga, maybe yung experience will give us some advantage. But what is important is the mindset of the player. Kung talagang yung desire nila is to win a game at talagang mangyayari yun.
Coach, maraming salamat ulit nag-enjoy ako sa usapan natin ngayong umaga. Mag-ingat ka dyan, Coach, and the best of luck. Usap tayo ulit. Thank you, Coach Leo.
You're welcome. Ingat pa rin tayo.
See you, Coach. Again, we just had Coach Leo Austria of the San Miguel Beermen.